by the UPSCF but also by the Enforcement Directorate. This is not the first time that celebrities are under scanner for endorsing a Ponzi scheme. You have the case of Rose Valley, where an entire IPL team, Kolkata Knight Riders, were sponsored by a company that was later probed by CBI and ED in a chit fund scam. This is yet another example where celebrity endorsement has been used by a Ponzi scheme to lure investors. In fact, after the celebration, the clip of this was shown to the investors, uploaded on the website, and shown as if the celebrities were endorsing all the schemes that were launched by Anubhav Mittal. The SCF as well as ED says that it is an offence, and it could be possible that these two actors might be called in for questioning. In fact, the invitation, copy of which is with Times Now, clearly shows that it was a promotional event. Now, it also coincided with Anubhav Mittal's birthday, which was on 26th November. Most of the investors, or those who had invested heavily in these schemes, were invited, and these two actors were shown as if they were the brand ambassador of these schemes.
Now, Bhavtosh, are they also looking at this sudden spike in the earnings of this entire group, this company which is running this online scam and this Ponzi scheme? Because they reported a turnover of 26 crore with a net loss of about 4 crore, and suddenly within a span of 3 months, it spiked to 3,700 crore.
But in fact, 10 bank accounts of Anubhav Mittal's company, Blaze Private Info, are under scanner. In fact, there have been a lot of fudging in the accounts of these bank accounts. The Income Tax Department has also been questioning 8 bank officials who did not report about the sudden spurt in the money in these 10 accounts. In fact, these are only 10 accounts of Blaze Info. There are at least 8 other accounts which are being probed by IT as well as by the Enforcement Directorate.
Now, because this also coincides just around the time when the Notebandi happened, when the demonetization exercise was undertaken, and suddenly there is this surge of cash in these and surplus in these accounts. Are the investigators looking at that angle, and whose money could it have been? Or and also, why about 1 lakh investors who complained, those calls and those complaints were ignored at the state level?
Well, as of now, the UPSCF has put up a brave front, claiming that unlike other chit fund scam where the promoters used to dupe with the entire amount, in this particular case, they have managed to seize at least 524 crore rupees. Answering your first question, how they allowed to have so much cash in the bank accounts during demonetization, that could be the reason why the Income Tax Department has now decided to question 8 bank officials of private banks who did not inform the Income Tax Department about sudden spurt in cash in these bank accounts. In fact, the party that was held at a 5-star hotel, which was attended by 2 actors, most of the payment was made in cash, and only half of the payment was made in check.